Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Educare Academy. In the previous class, we have discussed some of the things related to physics, especially reflection and refraction. So today's class, very important topic I am going to discuss, that is trigonometry of class 10th. So what is basically trigonometry? It's a branch of mathematics which is dealing with the angles and sides of a right angle triangle which is relevant to some functions and angles. So in this class I am going to tell you some basics of trigonometry, and if you remember that basic, you can able to solve all the problems related to trigonometry very easily. So we begin with trigonometry meaning. So what is basically trigonometry is, trigonometry consists of three words: trigonometry. Its meaning is tri means three, and gono means angle, and metron means measurement. Basically these words came from Latin. So it's a three angle measurement. So it is purely related with the relation between the angles of the right angle and the measurements. So we begin with a right angle triangle. You know the concept of right angle triangle. So the right angle triangle consists of the three sides. So especially that three sides are known as opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse. So you have to remember these three things. Now what is the relation between this angle which makes by adjacent and hypotenuse? So that is termed as theta, one of the angles. So sine of that angle, sine of theta, can be taken as opposite by adjacent. So opposite will be AC and adjacent will be, this is adjacent angle BC. Adjacent angle means, adjacent side means the side which is very next to the angle. Opposite side means the side which is opposite to the angle. So that's, and hypotenuse means which joins adjacent and opposite sides. So sine theta, like that, cos theta, or it's also can be taken as adjacent by hypo. Adjacent is BC, by hypo is what is that? AB. So here sine theta is the opposite divided by hypo. Hypo is AB. So sine and cos are over. Then comes tan. Tan of theta. Tan of theta means it's opposite by adjacent, or sine by cos. Sine theta by cos theta. If you divide this, you will get what is that? AC by BC you will get, because AB get cancelled. So then next cot, the opposite of tan. So 1 by tan theta is equal to cot theta. So tan is AC by BC. So it is BC by AC. So reciprocal. Then sine is cosec. Opposite of sine is cosec theta. So 1 by sine. So we can take this as AB by AC. Then last one is secant theta, pronounced as sec theta. So it is opposite of cos. So it will be AB by BC. So these are the ratios of trigonometry. If you remember these ratios, you can easily solve further problems. Now these are the ratios. We'll go to the next concept called as identities. Identities. So which are identities? We have three identities. If you are able to remember that, you can easily solve any kind of problems. So first one, take sine and cos, make it square and add that. What you are going to get? Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to, sine is AC square by AB square plus BC square by AB square. So which is a common is AB square and AC square plus BC square. So what is AC square plus BC square? According to Pythagoras theorem, it is AB square. So AB square divided by AB square is equal to 1. So the relation of one identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So you can write this value over here. The first one is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And the second one, we will take the same by taking this sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now I am going to divide this whole equation by sin square theta. So sin square theta divided by sin square theta plus cos square theta by sin square theta is equal to 1 by sin square theta. If you are dividing on the left hand side, you have to divide it in the right hand side also. So sin square theta by sin square theta cancels, remaining is 1 plus, see here, what is that, cos square theta by sin square theta, how can you see? Cot is 1 by tan theta, nothing but cos theta by tan theta. So cos square theta by sin square theta becomes cot square theta, or you can, in this you can write cos theta by sin theta the whole square is equal to 1 by, what is that, sin theta the whole square. So if we are further proceeding, this 1 plus cos theta by sin theta is, if that is, what is that, 1 by tan theta, nothing but cot theta. So square is there, cot square theta is equal to 1 by sin is cos x. So it is cosec theta the whole square. So you can write this as 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So we got the second identity as 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So the second identity. Now we move on to the third identity, that is, just divide the whole equation by cos square theta. So sin square theta, I am going to divide this denominator by cos square theta plus cos square theta divided by cos square theta is equal to 1 by cos theta the whole square. I can write this. This also I can write sin by cos, sin theta by cos theta the whole square plus cos theta, cos square theta cancels, so I can write 1 here, over here. Then 1 by cos, what is 1 by cos, where is that? This is 1 by cos is, see, AB by BC is taken theta, BC by AB is cos theta, so it is 1 by cos can be taken as secant theta the whole square. So sin by cos is, you know that sin by cos, what is sin by cos? It's tan. So square is there, tan square theta plus 1 is equal to sec theta the whole square is secant square theta. So this is the third identity what we have derived, right? So this is very important, these trigonometric ratios and the trigonometric identity. Third identity is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. So 3 identities and 6 trigonometric ratios. We have done. Moving on to the values of the sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and secant. How to remember? Very easily. So there are 6 and 6 values are there: 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Now to understand this, or to remember this, we have a trick. So how to, we have certain angles over here, and we'll write. So we'll write here 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So we have 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We have sine theta, cos theta, okay, tan of theta, cot of theta, sine opposite is cosec of theta, and secant of theta. So see here, it's very easy. First, if you remember sine theta values, sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, sine 90, you can easily form all the values by taking the ratios. Now 0, how to find out sine 0? First write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then write in the denominator, write all the values like 4, 4, 4, 4. Take the root of that. Now, we'll get the values. 0 by any number is 0. Root of that is also 0. Root of 1 is 1. Root of 2 is, root of 4 is 2. So 1 by 2. So sine of 30 value is 1 by 2. Sine of 0 value is 0. Third one, root of 2 is root of 2 only. Divided by, what is that? Root of 4 is 2. So root 2 by 2 can be written as 1 by root 2. Because root 2 by 2 can be written as root 2 divided by root 2 into root 2. So 2 is root 2 into root 2, so one of the cancels, so 1 by root 2. So I will write here 1 by root 2. So here root of 3 is root 3 only, divided by root of 4 is 2. 4 by 4 is 1, root of 1 is 1. So we got values 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Now same values take in the reverse order. Like first this comes here, next root 3 by 2, next 1 by root 2, next half, next. So easy, right? Now coming to tan, we have trigonometric ratio. Tan is nothing but sine by cos. So what is 0 by 1? 0 by 1. 0 divided by any number is a 0. Right? Now 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. Sine by cos. Sine 30 divided by cos 30 is nothing but tan 30. So half divided by root 3 by 2. 2 get cancels. So root 3. Now 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, obviously it's 1. Root 3 by 2 divided by half. Root 3 by 2 divide means multiply by 2 by 1. Here I think half multiply by 2 by root 3. So it will be 1 by root 2, root 3. So it will be root 3. So any value divided by 0 is, you can take it as infinite values or not defined. Now cot. Tan opposite is cot, you know that. So 1 by 0, 1 divided by 0. 0 by 1 is 0, 1 divided by 0 is not defined. So next, opposite of tan is cot. So 1 by tan is cot. Cot 30 is equal to 1 by tan 30. So it becomes root 3. So it becomes 1 only. Now 1 by root 3. Now tan not defined is also, cot is cos by sine. So 0 by 1 is 0. Now cosec is 1 by sine. 1 divided by sine. 0 by 1 is 0. 1 by 0 is not defined. Next, coming to sine 30 is half, so cosec 30 is 2, right? So 1 by sine. So next, this is root 2. Next it is 2 by root 3, and sine is sine 90 1 by 1. Now coming to cos, opposite of cos is secant, so 1 by 1 0, sorry 1, 1 by root 3 by 2, 2 by root 3, next 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, root 2, next one half, here 2, next here cos 90 is 0, 1 by 0, not 2. So you can able to write all the 36 values if you know one value of sine. Just you have to take 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Divide all the values by 4 and take the root, you will get all the values. Then take the reciprocal, and by knowing the trigonometric ratios, you can able to know all the trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, secant, cosec, tan and cot. It's very easy. So we move on to the next concept, that is some applications of trigonometry. Applications of trigonometry. So I'm going to solve a very small problem which gives application on that. Where do we use trigonometric applications? In astronomy, in day-to-day life, to find out the angle of elevation. Before going to the problem, we have to know the two things here. The one is the line of sight and another is the angle of elevation. For example, you see a balloon is rising. So I am viewing the balloon from this end. Let us take this point as from that I am viewing the balloon. Okay. So the balloon is at this point. The balloon is here. After certain time, the balloon rises up and going here. So I am viewing that balloon from my point over here. Let us take my point as A or whatever it is. Okay. Now I am joining that balloon line from my viewpoint, and I am also drawing a horizontal line, and the perpendicular lines I am drawing. Okay. So here so when I observe from here this point and this point, they are at the same line, so angle of elevation is same. Now if I view from this point, the angle of elevation is a little more, right? So this is a balloon, and is the perpendicular line. Our problem is related with this only. Now I have to find out this side. What is this side and this side? Now balloon rises from a certain point to some other point with an elevation of here 60 degree and here with the 30 degree. So when you see it from this point of view, you will get 60 degree, and when you are there at this point, you observe that the elevation is 30 degree. So what is elevation? So elevation is nothing but the angle between the horizontal and the line of sight. Line of sight is the line through which you observe any point or objects. That is line of sight. So angle between line of sight and the horizontal line is called as angle of elevation. So here angle of elevation is 30, here 60. You have to find out what is the perpendicular, what is that, drawn, and what is that value, how much is that value. Let us take a certain example of that. Now a pole is standing at some point of the day. We observe that the shadow of the pole is here. Let us take the pole as AB. The shadow of the pole is XBC. At some point of time, with the angle of elevation, the shadow is 40 meter more than the earlier. So let us take this as D. So 40 meter more than the earlier. Earlier was X. So 40 meter more than that means X plus 4. So we have to find out the height of the pole and this X shadow also. So this problem can be dealt with trigonometric ratios. Now we have to take the concept of right angle triangle here. Now here you will get two right angle triangle. One is angle ACB and angle ADB. ACB and ADB. So these are the two angles, and the true triangles as well. Two triangles. So in angle ADB, tan 30 is equal to AB by DB. DB is 40 plus X. Okay, let us take equation 1. In angle ACB, tan of 60 is equal to AB by BC. So AB is H divided by BC is X. So what is tan 60 value? Tan 60 value is sin 60 divided by cos 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 60 is half. So root 3 by 2 multiply by 2 by 1, so it is root 3. So it will be, what is that? Tan 60 will be root 3 is equal to H by X. So therefore we got H is equal to root 3x, root 3 into X. So value of H, you can put it over here. You will get the value of, what is that? X also. So tan 30 value, if tan 60 is root 3, tan 30 will be sin 30 divided by cos 30 is equal to, sin 30 is half divided by cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 multiply by 2 by 2. So is equal to 1 by root 3. So you can see that tan 60 and tan 30 are opposite. So is equal to AB is, so it is 1 by root 3 is equal to this equation 2. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. 1 by root 3 is equal to AB is nothing but H divided by 40 plus X. So 1 by root 3 is equal to H is root 3x divided by 40 plus X. So take this to here, root 3 into root 3 becomes 3. So 3 into X is equal to 40 plus X. So 40 is equal to 2X. So X is equal to 20. So what will be the value of H if X is 20? Root 3 into 20. So it's very easy. So this kind of problem can be solved. Any problems, any identity problems, any ratio problems can be solved by remembering all 6 trigonometric ratios and remembering all the values related to that: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, and 0, 30, 60, 45 and 90. These values, if you are able to remember, you can solve any problems by applying the knowledge which you have learned already. So thanks for watching the videos. If you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, share and like my channel. So I will be coming up with a very interesting topic in the next lecture video. Till then, good night.